As promised, my next video is a room... Oh, they've still got stuck. So yes, a room tour is my next thing, and welcome to an overexposed shot. My god, what is wrong with my hair? So when you enter my room, you find this, which is a little bookcase. They're Target novelizations. And then down the bottom are some other things. And then after that is this TARDIS DVD case, which I built myself. It's massive. But before we get into that, on top, I have my guitar picks. Ooh! So you get a better look at the DVDs than in that other video I did. So there's one shelf, there's another shelf, and there's the other shelf. With some postcards. And now the top does come off, so let's look at that. In here is some stuff. So we've got 2 cards, but in there is like 8 other different versions of cards and like all those character building things. Some extra character building pieces is some videos and some vanilla releases of things and a TV series which never should have happened. Tom Baker's Ultimate Sci-Fi Quiz. That guy. And some of the video games I've released over the years. Oh dear. No, we're all good. And up here is a calendar and Dr. Will. Now there's a bunch of stuff down here that doesn't really relate to Doctor Who, but there's also this. Sadly, there's a gash in his leg. Oh, hello. So we've got these 2 things which I really need to get rid of because for one, this one doesn't work. All it has is this light, which I mean, maybe it's a bonus. And this one I used to store, look, I'd say merchandise, but it's really just paper and crap. Remember when this was a thing? Oh, the magic of science and magnets, oh my word. And flicking over, oh actually first, there's my lighting stand, and there's my guitar. Up the top are my Titan figures. I don't have many because, to be honest, they're a waste of money. I've got the Captain America Civil War theme stuck in my head. Here are some books. Here are some more books. Here are some comics. This section is like the IDW, the original sort of line of comics, and that's the new Titan line, and there's some graphic novels there. Some 3.75 inch figures, oh, let's just forget I even said that. And then Bessie. And why am I here? There's a little character building Girl Who Waited set that they brought out a while ago. In there are some audio dramas. There was a big Doctor Who set, along with top trumps from all the different years. They're in there, but I can't be stuffed to move it. Remember this thing, the Radio Times one? I was lucky to be in England whilst that came out. There's some magazines relating to Doctor Who. Then down here are my audio dramas, some Big Finish, and the most soundtracks though. Wow, they're just white spines, aren't they? And there's also some tapes. Down here is the shelf I'd rather forget because it's kind of just a mess. So my Doctor Who magazine collection, I've got issue 400 to 481 in like a chronological order. You know that word. And then I've got a few different issues after that. And then we've got some special editions, and we've got the Essential Guides, and the 50 Years books, and some Doctor Who Insiders. And also this. And also this. Oh my god, you're creepy. Some more books here. Have a look at that. Books. And then some DVDs. I have Season 4 on Blu-ray because someone's still borrowing my box set, so I felt I needed to buy it again. Then some Pop Funko figures. I only sort of got all of the first wave and then some other ones. Minus the Dalek, because I never really liked the look of that. So in the cabinet of stuff, up the top we've got all my Daleks. Too many. Then we've got the 11 Doctors. Well, 13. Was it 12? Or 14? Who friggin' knows? Yeah, so from a various different places, not all from the big box set, and not all from vanilla releases. Yeah. And some Daleks, some TARDISes, and there's K9. There's K9! Affirmative, Master! And like a random Cybermat up the top, because who doesn't love a Cybermat? And this is my Matt Smith era figures. This is, you know, the point at which character options were almost doing well. They were making some cool figures with some good articulation. This is the era that I bought the most of because it was when I was collecting a lot more Doctor Who. So there's a couple of bits and pieces. And I recently found him in my garage, which was cool. Here's my Masonic Collection. I'm gonna say all the ones that have been released, all the good ones, not the re-releases. I haven't gotten the 12th Doctor that's on order. should be in October, so Australia's great at getting things on time. Will, what is that straw? Well, it's from the American Diner, so it's my special straw. When I was in England, I picked it up and I kept it all the way back to Australia. And there's some other bits, miscellaneous stuff. Oh wow, there's no light in here, is there? Oh, there we go. The cubes. And here are my other new series figures from various lines. I think there's at least one from each series. And then some classic series figures that I've posed in various... Has he got a Cybermat? What the hell, Will? And yeah, and Seven's falling, because that seems to be his pastime. And then on the lowest level are some of my favourite Dalek figures. So these are my Daleks. Definitely not to scale. Also in this room, over there, I can't be able to get off the ground, is the, I think, did they call it the 12th? Well, it's the 11th Doctor DVD remote and the other 11th Doctor DVD remote. But that is all that is in this room. Let's go to the other room. So in here, it's mainly not really Doctor Who. There's some Star Wars and some lightsabers. But the main Doctor Who elements of this room, where is he? There he is. There's my 11th Doctor from San Diego Comic Con. And then we've got some more Doctor Who Blu-rays in here. We've got one more shelf of Doctor Who. So these are sort of the figures that I didn't know where to put, so they're just sitting in here. And then the two Lego TARDIS, well that one's character building, but you know what I mean. The two brick-built TARDIS sets. And also on this wall are my Symphonic posters. I do have the two other ones that have come to Australia. But we just haven't put them in frames yet. And then there is my Dalek, who has lost his eye for some reason. Why did I say eye? His ear. And then another Dalek, and then a K9, and then a crack! But that is all. I mean, there might be other things in this house that I've forgotten about, but from what I can remember, that is all. So I hope you enjoyed my collection tour. If you did, like, comment, subscribe,